Okay, in this video we talk about The Last of Us. Spoilers ahead after this. Hello out there, I'm the oldest nerd. And after watching the final episode of this season of The Last of Us, which is essentially the end of the first game, it gives us the kind of entertainment we don't always invite. We want to be entertained. We want to have a story that has kind of a puzzle to it. We want to have a happy ending. And we get both and neither at this time. They show how Ellie was infected at the very beginning of the episode, and that's all well and good. Apparently, her mother was bit as she was being born. And the umbilical cord is cut very quickly, and presumably she was infected just enough to provide immunity, which is kind of how vaccines work. You're given a little bit of the disease in order for your immune system to build up and fight it, and therefore when the main disease comes, it is as if you're already infected and it leaves you alone, that kind of thing. And that's probably the case with this. Now, the medical details on this probably do not hold water, but considering that the people who wrote this are not doctors, we will not fault them for this. What we do is finally end up in Salt Lake City at the place where the Fireflies wanted Ellie to be taken. For some reason, Marlene is already there. Apparently, she and a whole squadron of Fireflies were able to get there. It amazes me that they didn't just take Ellie with them if they were going there anyway, and what she needed to do there. My understanding is that she was the head of the Fireflies in Boston. Couldn't she have just radioed the people in Salt Lake City that were expecting somebody instead of having to come there to receive them? I imagine it's more for dramatic purposes than anything else that she had to be there. That aside, what we're left with is basically a choice. Here is where Joel finds out what they plan to do. They're not just going to take blood and run tests on it. They're going to take her brain out and dissect it and find out exactly how the disease spread there. And since Joel knows that the essence of the disease goes to the brain, he figures it out with minimal information what they're going to do. Ellie has to die in order for them to come up with a possibility of a cure, and there's not really any guarantee that once Ellie is cut up, that there'll be a cure that comes from that, but nobody knows. And they think that sacrificing one teenage girl probably is okay for the possibility of getting the cure. But there's no guarantee either way. So Joel goes and escapes from his captors. He kills everybody as if he's in a shooting gallery. Apparently, bullets can't hit him. He makes every shot count and goes into the operating room right before they're to make the first incision and shoots the doctor and has the nurses unhook her, and still sedated, he takes Ellie in the back of a car that they have that works and drives and kills everybody and goes away. And it's all left with what's really moral here. And perhaps it's not either way, that you sacrifice a person for the possibility of a cure for many, or if you prevent them from even having that opportunity to do it and kill other people in the process. So how many people have they killed? And let's assume that we don't know whether her life would have made a difference, that sacrifice would have made a difference. And so I have to take it into my own head as to, what if this was my child? Would I sacrifice my child for the possibility of curing the world from, say, cancer? Or would I say, it's never going to be cured, people are going to die, but not mine? That's a hard thing to do. Even if you were to say that sacrificing your child would cure cancer. Things like this are not comfortable to think about when you're watching television. But they put it there, and it's a powerful message of not knowing what's right. As we all think we kind of know what right and wrong is, what was right and what was wrong there. And take it to another step in that Joel lies then to Ellie. Of course, they lied to Ellie as well. They did not say that they were going to have to take her brain out until she got there, and then didn't tell her. They sedated her and said, oh, well, that'll be better, that she doesn't have any kind of choice in the matter. And Joel is doing the same thing by saying, the Raiders came in and they had a bunch of people they tested on. It didn't work, so it would have worked if you were there anyway. Lie. Obviously, she's not buying that, but made him swear that he was telling the truth. He lied and swore that he was telling the truth, and still don't think she's buying it. But what else is there to do? The two of them have formed a family type of bond. She's saved his life, he saved hers more than once. So that's where we're left. And we don't know how long it'll be until part 2 begins. And according to the gameplay in the second game, there will be the daughter of the doctor that Joel killed that will be in pursuit of Joel and Ellie. So that is upcoming. But as we see in this episode, it's disquieting to say the least. I can't say that it's not well done. It was. There are a few little things in it that probably didn't need to be there, and a few oversimplifications, but it was believable in the end, and that's where we leave it. So I'd like to know what you think about this. Does it make you sad? Does it make you mad? Does it seem all justified? Or what do you think? Put it down in the comments below. And of course, if you've not subscribed already, go ahead. We cover shows like this when they come up. Also, Star Trek, Star Wars shows, and TV science fiction in general. We do a couple of retro reviews, Doctor Who, and the original Star Trek series. And so we hope that you will join us and watch our videos, which come several times a week. So until next time, don't go far.